Hi everyone. Once again, this is Funes's Ministry and I am Irene Chi Fatima. On today's episode on our menstrual equity calendar, I'm going to share my experience on the use of the menstrual cup, which was given to the ministry or donated to the ministry by Kuju Cup. So, before I talk about the experience, I'd like to speak about the precautions or the hygienic steps to take before and after you use the cup. So, when you receive the cup, it comes with um, a cloth, like a bag, a bag which is made with a cloth, and then the instructions, a sheet with the instruction, and then the cup itself. So, um, well, all it's packed in a plain rubber polythene. I don't have one with me. I would have showed it to you. So, with the precautions, before you use the cup, you'd have to either boil it or place it in a not a warm water. I it's supposed to be a warm water, but then I used hot water. So you have to boil water, pour it in your pail. Please, I didn't say go and put it in the saucepan that you cook inside. You're supposed to put it in a pail and then you put the cup inside. So you can decide to disinfect it. That is probably to add a detergent and an antiseptic, Dettol, Savlon, yeah, anything. So you can decide to disinfect it before you use it. But the most important thing is that you put it in a hot water with either Dettol or detergent. Then after that, you rinse it, making sure that you don't touch it with a soiled hands or a hands that is not washed. So you wash your hands. So most of the times you'd have to take your bath, as in you use it after you take your bath, or if you are changing it during the day, you'd have to wash your hand like with water and soap to make sure that your hands are clean, because you are going to insert it, so it has to be free from any microorganism to avoid infection. That is the main reason why you need to handle it with care and a hygienic hands. So after you are done washing your hand, you're done disinfecting it, you call it. Actually, I need a cup to demonstrate how it is done. I will make another video demonstrating how it is called and how it's inserted. So to my experience, the first time I used it, I inserted it. I thought probably I didn't believe about the fact that it will hold the blood and that there's not going to be any stain or any spillage when you don't use the pad. So I used it in the evening when I was going to bed, and then I inserted it and then put on a pad to avoid any inconvenience. But to my surprise, in the morning there was no there was nothing like a salt pad. My pad wasn't stained with blood. The cup held all the blood that came that night, and so I brought it out and then I poured it away. But then the first time that I inserted, it wasn't it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't walk. I actually had to open my legs wide before I could sleep because it felt some way. So yes, I managed to sleep. Woke up the next morning. I was eager to know the outcome. So I went to the bath, brought it out, and to my surprise, that was like, wow, Menstrual Cup. So I took it out. There's a tail that is outside, not inside. So you hold that one, then you take it out, you pour it away. You put it in a hot water again, probably soak it for a while. Then if you have a clean brush, you scrub the cup with a clean brush, you rinse it with clean water, then you put it back in the cloth that it was inside. Make sure probably you the water then you shake to get rid of excess water on it. You put it back in the cloth that it was inside. You seal it, then you put it down. Please make sure that you don't touch the inner part of the cloth with your hands because it can get contaminated or it can contaminate the cloth. So that is how it is kept. And then with the experience, after the first day, I wore it the next night and it felt better than the previous day. It's just that I feel I cannot wear it or I cannot insert it for a whole day, like going outside to walk out for long hours. I feel I cannot do that because of how it felt when I inserted it. Probably it could be different with everybody. So that is how I felt. That was my experience on inserting the menstrual cup. Honestly, I didn't regret doing that. I would opt for it more often. I'll actually be using it during my menstrual periods in the evenings to probably cut down cost of the cost of pad as buying pad and using probably one whole pack per period. You can use it twice or yes, something like that. So I think that is the most important reason why you need to use the menstrual cup because pads are now expensive. So those of us who are not able to purchase the pad can go for the menstrual cup because it is, yeah, it is okay. And then it can last for 10 years. You can use it for 10 years. So if you are able to use it throughout your menstrual period, it means you're not going to buy pad for 10 good years, which I think would help. So that is my experience on the use of the menstrual pad. Once again, we are from Nurses Ministry. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, and share to get more of our talks on menstrual equity. Thank you.